How's it going, everyone? Pokemon Star Neo here, and today we'll be using a team I saw on Victory Road. This was an early meta team for last year, but I think it's fun to explore because I think Sandstorm teams are going to be prominent. Um, I think there's a lot of use there. There's a lot of things you can counter with it. But yeah, let's introduce everyone. This was on Victory Road that I found, and it was from Atalanta. And your setter is going to be T-Tar with the Flying Terra, Sandstream, Assault Vest, Rocky Slide, or Rock Slide, Knockoff, Terra Blast, Brick Break, Braviary with the Ghost Terra, Defiant, Safety Goggles, Protect, Brave Bird, Close Combat, Tailwind, Sinistra with the Water Terra, Hospitality, Rocky Helmet, Life Dew, Rage Powder, Machagacha Trick Room, Excadrill with the Dragon Terra, that's going to be Sand Rush, Life Orb, Protect, High Horsepower, Earthquake, Iron Head, Primarina with the Grass Terra, that is going to be Liquid Voice, Mystic Water with Protect, Hyper Voice, Moonblast, and Haze. And last but certainly not least, you have Volcarona with the Flame Body, Citrus Berry with the Dragon Terra, Protect, Flamethrower, Giga Drain, and Quiver Dance. So you got a lot of tools here. I'd say one of the big things, one of the advantages of using Sandstream, it can change the weather. It's one of the slower of the weather starters as well. And then also it does chip damage to most of the other team. I mean, there's some Pokemon here that will not appreciate it. I'd say like the common strategy is like you get your T-Tar and Excadrill, and then you just go you go nuts, you have fun with it because of Sand Rush. But it's also good when you need to get rid of some of those pesky Sneaslers that you see, because most of them run Focus Sash, and you'll either get Poison Touch or Unburden. If it's Unburden, it doubles its speed. If it loses, or if it loses its item, and if it loses the Focus Sash, then it automatically becomes faster. But if you don't worry about that, you already get Sandstream down, then you're good. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let's go straight to the battles. Against we have a lot of fun mons here. I am very, very worried about the about a certain little Alolan Muck, but yeah, I think there's not a whole bunch that Sandstream's going to use against, but it's chip damage on some stuff. So I think I'm down to kind of get ahead of the game here and bring these two. I'm going to have Primarina in the back. And then who do I want as my final Pokemon? I can see you being useful. I don't know. Sap Sipper can be on Goodra. You might help with speed control later, though I'm not too worried about it with this team, except maybe near the end. Anywho, Braviary, or do we go with Volcarona? We have, another special attacker. Why not? Why not is not available in this game. Can you imagine if Wobbuffet could terrestrialize? Yikes. I mean, it wouldn't do anything, it would just purely be defensive. Anyway, I need to focus on the battle. But yeah. Alright, so Goodra, and we are going to get, okay, Alolan Muck. Makes me worried. What kind of defense do you have? I'm down to knock off. Or do I want... Actually, there's a few fun shenanigans you can do. I'm gonna knock off you, and then we're gonna keep it simple with a Earthquake. So the one downside is whenever you Terra T-Tar when Sandstorm is up, you are likely to you're gonna get chip damage yourself, but it's bulky. So it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna get Earthquake off, and then let's see how much damage we get. Oh, Muck goes down. Is it Focus Sash? Knock off. No, it's not. Alright, Goodra is down. Gooey, our speed's gonna fall. Okay. Alright. So, Fire Punch. Ooh, that does a very respectable chunk and burns our Excadrill. We love that. Alright, so Sandstorm should take out this Alolan Muck. Let us see. Okay, it does. Sorry, my phone is blowing up right now. Unrelated, but... Alright, so we get burn damage. That does, mean that time with our... Okay, so it has Guard Chomp. Means Excadrill is a little vulnerable. Yeah. We're just gonna swap out. Part of me wants the free switch in. Because Sandstorm now isn't really doing anything for us. I'd say because this might help with damage output, I'm going to do this, and then actually let's high horsepower. High horsepower will go in, brings it down super low, just not enough. Thanks a lot, Burn. Gigaton Hammer is gonna go, and we survive. Oh, Garchomp is gonna dig. Interesting. That makes me want to Earthquake. I think I'm gonna Earthquake now. I don't know if they know that that is not the best way to avoid one of its moves. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna knock off. Same plan, except Earthquake. Earthquake. Alright, it doesn't affect that. And then that's gonna do a hefty chunk. Garchomp is low. It's only gonna be able to go after Excadrill. Yeah. This is the tricky thing about running Dig, is that you can strategize around it. And I will say also, we won this game and we did not have to, well, actually now we have to bring someone in. I mean, so, wait, Knockoff goes out, Shell Bell. Oh yeah, we didn't have to switch up our leads. So, GG's. Yeah, a lot of fun using this team. I will say, it was good of them to bring counters for the weather. Stuff that's not going to be affected by it. So yeah. Alrighty. They have like so many of my favorite Pokemon on their team. If I lose to it, I'm gonna be upset. But okay, so who do they have? You're actually a decent counter into a couple of their mobs. I'm tempted to bring you. I'm just we can set up. If we take care of their Porygon 2, we can set up Tailwind. This isn't a bad combo to start off, because we can do some chip damage. And then if we outspeed, we can get first move, which is fun, which is nice. We like making first move. Cobra Kai, that. If they want to slow things down, we can always do here. I like you because they have a lot of physical attackers as well. Who do I want to do this? I think we do this. Is this the move? This is the move. I could be messing up royally by not bringing my finish job, but I don't know. I think regardless, I'm gonna have fun because they're using a bunch of my favorite moms. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get some chip damage down on some of these. Honestly, there's a fun little thing we can do here. We can Terra Blast into you. It might be reckless. I think Terra Blast ain't a bad idea, just in general, and we knock off their item. I'm down to actually protect the first turn. Let's see what they do. Because for a reason I want to knock off is because Umbreon is a very supportive mon. You know, we get rid of its item, puts us in a good spot. Okay, so Umbreon's gonna protect. Was this thing Final Gambit? It is not. We can if we want to. Ooh. Brian has an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. We got a little chip. Might come in handy. I think we go out into Braviary. I'm gonna Terra Blast into you. And we're gonna go out into Braviary. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because we kinda Braviary, like I said, kinda walls this Pokemon a bit because with Annihilate it has Rage Punch and Drain Punch, but geez Louise, that is a ton of damage. Terra Blast. Alright, I need you to pull through and bring it very, very low. Alright, that is down. Alright, Foul Play is gonna go to you. Yikes. I feel like, okay, we got rid of Annihilate, which is good. I also noticed we have a bunch of physical attackers on our team, so Foul Play is going to, gonna ruin our day a bit. So who's gonna come out here? Porygon 2. Alright, they haven't Terra'd, which is good. So it has Defiance. I'm down to swap you out into you. And then, who would their final mon be? I can see it be any one of them. I think Umbreon scares me just a little more, so I'm going to close combat into that. Alright. Bringing you. Close combat, how much are you going to do? Brings you low. This thing probably has Moonlight or something. Okay. Ice Beam. They don't go for the Trick Room. I'm okay with that. Alright. Who scares me more? That is the, that is always the big question. I wish you had a little bit of Rock Slide. I can do spread damage, but I would have to protect. I don't want to do that, though. I think... I'm down to Flamethrower you. At the very least get Iron Head, because we have a chance to flinch. Alright. Flamethrower is going to go into that slot. It is Garchomp. Wonder if it's rough skin. Alright, we're going to... Okay, that does a really good chunk. We're going to Flamethrower. Can we get a burn? Because I know it's not going to be super effective. Ice Beam into you. Alright. So, honestly, I feel super comfortable here. Porygon usually doesn't run Protect. I kind of want to... Well, do you have a Rock Slide? You might. I think we're going to Giga Drain. We're going to do this. Iron Head, just take out of their Porygon 2. You could Earthquake. Alright, that does about half. Maybe not my best strategy. Alright, Fire Blast. Okay, special. Alright, that's a crit just to rub Salt and Wound. Alright, so Fire Blast. What other moves do we have? Okay. You're also not focused. Alright, you're not, you're probably Clear Amulet? Yeah. Umbreon. I can see it wanting to protect. That's the crazy thing. I won't say crazy. Do I want a Quiver Dance? That might be... because I feel like you Rock Slide there. Or do I protect? Because, alright, so we're down to our final two. Yeah, they're low on health. Umbreon can heal up here. I think the move is to double up into you. Try and keep a little healthy. And then knock off. Alright, Giga Drain brings it down low. If we're able to get a move off with T-Tar, that'll be great. Dragon Rush will go into you. Does a heavy chunk. Flame Body. So you are now on timer. Well, you're about to go down. Alright, and thankfully we have that berry to help out with some good old-fashioned HP. Knock off. Alright, Garchomp is down. So Umbreon is the only Pokemon they have left. If they have Moonlight, now would be the time. Okay, Yawn. Okay, so Yawn protects and Foul Play. You need to very much... I don't know, I feel like they can't really come back from this one. Because all I need is one move into it. So I'm going to Giga Drain and then Quick Break. I'm still over like the power that yeah, alright, we win. I'm still not over the power that that Annihilate had into my into Braviary. I mean, it ate the hit, but like, gosh darn it, like over half. But GG's to my opponent, and I like your style. Alrighty, so ooh, we see Palifin, right, against their team. Alright, so that's going to definitely be a Power Herb Pokemon. Since they don't have Weather up, and most of their Pokemon won't appreciate it at all, except two, we're gonna get Weather-statted. I want to bring you as well, and then who should be my last? I feel you can offer a lot of like damage into them and then resist Palfin's shenanigans. You can too if you're Terra. This is always a tricky thing. You're a Terra Dragon. Okay. I like you, but I'm nervous. I think we have to get their Electro Shot off first. But I think they'll be focused on other stuff first. Because I think the call was, if you're going to Electro Shot anything, you go into what's known to Terra Flying, and that would be my T-Tar. But then again, do you want to go for the Body Press into it? Alright, so we got Palifin and Dragonite. I like this one. We can get some good old-fashioned chip down. I'm a little nervous because I don't know where this the moveset on this Dragonite. I don't know. It's too early for me to Terra. Actually, I see low kick on here, so I might just have to, yeah, just bite the bullet and Rock Slide. Who would not appreciate? I think a fair bit of Pokemon will not appreciate Earthquake, so we'll do that. Alright, so I'm going to get the Terrestrialization off, hoping that it is able to do a decent chunk. That's the thing, Dragonite is very versatile in this format. Okay, so Earthquake, obviously not gonna hit two of the mons on there. So Paladin, you will be soaking this up. Alright, does over half flip turn, thankfully. Tears into the right mon. Who's coming in? Is it Arch? No, Arch would be risky. Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, if it's sturdy, it's fine. Oh, it has Rain Dance. That's good. Was not expecting that at all. I gotta give him props. Oh, so you are stamina. I gotta give him massive props for that one. Was not expecting it. Alright, so I think this is a appropriate time to send you out. And then I think we protect. Because I can see a couple things happening. I can see them wanting to target my Excadrill, and I can also see them do an easy Electro Shot into this Pokemon, because it switch out, it would still do some damage. Oh, it's gonna protect too. Okay. Alright, so protect, it's stamina, so it's not sturdy. Alright, Tailwind, these are good things for them. Alright, so we got Tailwind, we got Protect, it doesn't protect. Either way, Brian wants to Trick Room. Do I want to swap out? I think it might behoove me to. Yeah. Because there's no way. I highly doubt they would want to either do Body Press or Electro Shot into that. Also, alright, if you're. So. I'm trying to think. It still could be Power Herb. It's going to Draco into you. We survive it, but barely. Alright, Hurricane is going to go into you. That's going to do a hefty chunk. But we survive. Alright, we're going to get Trick Room up, and we are back in this game. Alright, so the tricky thing is I still am worried about this Arch. Thankfully, it just lowered a bunch of its stats. And I'm down to do the... Or do I want to knock off just to get the KO? Oh, okay, so Protect Rain, Hurricane, Life Dew. So they got the right all, because I definitely wanted to go for so we can have weather control. Knockoff will go into the wrong slot. Plus side, we get some energy, some HP back. Who are you doing? Thunderbolt into you. Does nothing because someone decided to do Draco. So Thunder. Yeah, you can't go for Electro Shot. I think I'm gonna Life Dew again. And then, yeah, we're just gonna go knock off into you, because even if you switch out, still good for us. And then we can knock off whatever item. Alright, so that's gonna go. Who's coming in? Sneasler. Alright, so we're still in Trick Room, which is good. Life Dew, just gonna get more and more energy. Unfortunately, this will not be enough to get out, which would have been great, but yeah, so it just brings it down to half. Psychic Seed goes, it'll be faster. It does have Electro Shot. So it does not have any physical moves. Alright, it is Power Herbed. There we go. Alright, only does it by once, so we still got some health back from that. This is the rough part, because now you are very, very low. There's Tailwind, Peter's out. We got how many turns of Trick Room? 2 turns. I'm down to... I think Life we do that. Though I might switch out because Lefty's not gonna do too much. Honestly, if we can try and get a burn off, that'd be ideal. And then go into two. Basically, while I'm doing this, I can bait out a move if I wanted to, making that a big target. Alright, it's gonna protect. So what are you up to? I'm gonna Matcha Gotcha. Sneasler avoids. Dang, Throat Chop will go into you. Alright, and you are super, super low now. Thankfully we got Rocky Helmet damage. Got something off of this thing. Okay. I have decisions to make. Okay, because in the back, we got a Palafin. They still... This game is not over by any means. I think we Rage Powder. And then we are going to... I don't want to make you stronger, though. Sneasler has Protect. So this has been a very unsuccessful turn. Yikes. Alright. Moonblast. Not gonna do much. So, what are you going for? Thunderbolts. That's gonna be enough. Alright. So it's gonna be fast. We just gotta be faster. Sandstorm goes down. Dimensions are twisted. Back to normal. I think we go back into you. This is not good. I think this is what you just close combat into here. I think the move. Earthquake. I think we protect. I mean, once you just Moonblast at you, and then predict that we're going to live. That's a very bold prediction. Sneasler is very, very fast because we did knock off. I feel like curse if I do, curse if I don't, but either way, I make a bad choice. But that is straight up just VGC. Alright, so we make a call there. Protect. So, I would say we might be... Yeah, okay, so we make a right read. Good. Alright, we're gonna Moonblast. That gets rid of their Sneasler. That's a lot of big damage off. And then not too many things that can oppose... I mean, there's the stray Jet Punch that could come out. They are really trying to save it. Yeah. I think... Dang, because they can always protect that slot. It's really how well they read it. Because Arch isn't going to do anything into you, so I feel like we do this. And then we bring you up. It's risky to bring you out. Okay. I think we have to do it, though, in order to outspeed. Where are you, Excadrill? On speed. 140 ain't bad. It's maxed. I don't know. I can see it. I think we just have to do it. We'll get some chip. We can play around with protects. Because right now, Excadrill is our most important one. There's one jet punch. Alright, so we take out Dragonite. Let's crit just to rub salt in the wounds. Alright, so my big concern, obviously, is... Okay, it's going to Electro Shot, but you already used your Power Herb, which means we don't have to worry about it for a sec. Alright, we also get a free target into you. Alright, the Battle Champion is going to come out. Alright. This is going to be gutsy. We're going to have to do this. And then, do we want a Terra Blast? I think maximum damage would go for this. Because I need T-Tar to kind of go down. Because that way we can do the protects. Jet Punch will go into you. We made that prediction. Are you going to be fast enough? Electroshot will go to you. Alright. T-Tar will go down here. Palifin will get buffeted. Trying to think of how I win this. Because I've already used my Terra. You wall. I think you jet punch into it, and then that does a lot. Okay. If I protect Haze, that might help. We might have to risk and hope we live and move. Because we need to get Haze off. And I think we high horsepower. Actually, we protect you. No, I think we need to get Haze off. I'm gonna high horsepower. Go for the best. Alright, it's gonna protect. High horsepower goes into it. Okay, we make a read. Woo! Gosh, this game is crazy. I love it though. We're gonna have Haze. Alright, all stat changes are eliminated. The great thing is that I have nothing. The thing is, it's like, because of this thing's moveset, we pretty much win the game, because Draco Meteor will do a hefty chunk, but not a lot. We already cleared its stats. I think we go for this. Alright, we're gonna protect here. Alright, we're gonna Earthquake. And let's see, is this enough to get the KO? It is, and we won that game. Hats off to my opponent. That was a tough battle. But we're able to hold through and we're able to take them down. A lot of fun there. GG's. Anyway, that's it for this video. Yeah, this is a fun team. If you want to make some... There's probably a bunch of alterations up there, but, you know, I think Sand is a fun team to play, and I definitely think you're bound to run into at least one person at your tournaments that will use it. Or, you know, we got the good old-fashioned Grand Challenge this weekend. So, yeah, just, you know, study up. Hope you all do well. I hope I do well. A little nervous. I don't know what team to bring, but I think it's going to be a fun time. I will try to get video of that. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you all next time. Peace.